Hello and welcome to second semester at LVS. I'm excited to see all of you guys this semester and I'm ready to work with you and help you in whatever way I can. So let's start by looking at my schedule, okay, so that you guys know when I'm available. I've listed it off to the left and it's in the orange box, and I kind of give you a day-by-day breakdown. Honestly, Thursday and Friday can change dramatically based on any sort of individual help students are needing or parent meetings that we have. So just keep that in mind, okay? This really does help you understand when the best time to contact me is. Obviously, Wednesday is really tricky when trying to speak to me on the phone. So typically for all my classes, texting works the best, just so that you know that. And all of my information is listed on the syllabus of each of your courses. Okay, now one thing to keep in mind is we're not going to have formal assignments until we meet that first time in live class next Wednesday. I wish that we were meeting on Wednesday of this week, but we have an all-school assembly and they're kind of trying to let everyone ease back into the second semester. So my courses don't officially begin until next Wednesday. So you'll see that all of your assignments except for this one have been closed, and I will open up the first chunk next Wednesday. So one of the first things that you need to do now is find your course landing page. If you're in Buzz and you click on the little, and you click on your course and you can see the menu, if you click on the activities or the landing page, you will see right here, this is an example of the syllabus for American literature, but they all look very similar. You will see your syllabus. So the first thing I want you to do is read through the syllabus and make sure that you understand all the ins and outs of the course and the expectations. The next thing that I would like for you to do is please make sure that you go to the welcome folder and access your calendar. All right, this is a class calendar where I will put all of your assignments. So you need to make sure that you bookmark it. If you're somebody that wants to print it, that's fine, but it's not complete. Not by a long shot, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit. So to me, it would be preferable to bookmark it and check it each week. Okay. One of the big things that all of us at LVS want to make sure that you guys know is don't just rely on your to-do list. All right. There are assignments that you need to be doing, and in the calendar, I will kind of list out, I put the due dates on the calendar and the start dates on the calendar. So you can kind of see if there's nothing on a couple of days, that doesn't mean that you don't have something to do. That simply means that you have those days to work on the assignments that have already been given and that are due next. Okay, so make sure that you access that calendar. That will help you be extremely successful. I'm going to give you just a minute to read through this slide. It would probably be best if you guys paused the video, and I will as well, and then I will talk about specifics. All right, so hopefully you have familiarized yourself with this information. I do want to add just a few things. As far as the paper or digital folder, if you are somebody that likes to print lots of information, then having a folder dedicated specifically to this course would definitely help you. All right, just a place where you can keep all of your course information together so that it's easy to find. The second thing I'd like to talk about is in the communication box when I ask you to not email me to inquire when your assignments will be graded. I teach 5 classes at LVS, and that's over 300 students. So you emailing me to ask when your assignments will be graded just slows me down from the grading that I'm already doing, because I have to stop and answer your email and tell you to be patient, or ask you to be patient, okay? I grade as quickly as humanly possible, so I would appreciate your patience. And then the last thing that I'd like to talk about here is in the assignment section. Discussions for your course are extremely important because it's the only way that we can mimic what goes on in the classroom. Okay, so if I'm asking you to participate in a discussion and I ask you to comment on other classmates' posts, that is the way that we can facilitate discussion. So first of all, I want your response to be more than, I agree, you're so awesome. All right, I want you to actually have a response of substance. That's number one. Number two, you need to do it the very first time. Read the instructions. If I am asking you to comment on a classmate's post and you don't, and you get half credit because you didn't do that, you can't go back and redo it again. Buzz allows you to, and there's no way that I can shut that down, but I will not give you credit for that. All right? This is about following the instructions and doing what I'm asking you to do the first time around. Okay? And we will talk a little bit more about Google and Turnitin.com in just a second. Okay, so if you are new this fall, this would be a time, or excuse me, new this spring, wow. This would be a time for you to make sure that you get a Google folder created and shared with me. If you had me last semester, you've already done that. All right. If this is a class that did not occur last semester, like digital literacy, you guys will need to follow all of these instructions. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video and create a shared Google folder with me if you have not done so. Again, if I did not see you last semester. One of the biggest pitfalls in student assignments, and the reason that they get zeros, is because they have failed to share their assignments with their teachers. This is happening across the board at LVS, and you know, I've heard some kids say, oh, well, there's just so much to remember. I understand that. I completely understand that. However, you're not in a brick and mortar walking from class to class having to keep track of all of your materials and book bags and whatnot. Okay, so this is one of the biggest things that we are asking you to do, is make sure you share your assignments with your teachers once they're finished, if they are done in Google. Okay, that is like a huge responsibility that you have to make sure that you understand how to do that and that you get it done every time for every class. If you do not understand how to do that, email your homeroom teacher and they will walk you through it. All right. If you still don't understand, make sure to ask me in class and I will walk through it with you. All right. Next up is a Turnitin account. A Turnitin account. And if you did not have me last semester, I need you to make sure that you create a Turnitin account. Digital literacy, this does not apply to you. Digital literacy, this does not apply to you. Okay, so any other English class that I have, this is what I need you to do. There's also a video down here at the bottom that has been updated for your use. It really will walk you through how to do this step by step so that you understand how to turn the reports in to your teachers. That is key. If we're asking you to turn an assignment in to Turnitin.com, that means we are checking for plagiarism. So you will need to do that, turn it in, and then give us the PDF report of your assignment from Turnitin.com. Again, this movie walks you through every single thing you need to know about that. Okay? Make sure that you have that bookmarked or written down somewhere at your fingertips so that you can go back and watch that in case you forget. One thing to keep in mind is that help sessions are so lonely when you guys don't come to them. Okay? From 9 to 11 every Monday, I am in help session, I am grading, I am totally available, ready, willing, and able to help you with whatever it is you need. They are come and go sessions, so that doesn't mean that you have to be there from 9 to 11. If you have a class, go to class and then come to help session, okay? I need to be seeing you. This needs to be your first course of action if you have questions about your assignments. I should see you in help session, okay? If you are someone who needs an individual help session, if we're working on a paper or a project and you really don't understand, I am happy to schedule individual time with you as well. You just need to email me about that. Okay, I'm going to take just a few minutes and let you read through the next 2 slides, okay? So pause this video when I'm done talking and read this slide, and then I will put up the next one. And I want you to really make sure you understand email etiquette and how you should be contacting your teachers. All right, so hopefully you have refreshed yourself with some great email etiquette that you need to be using with all of your teachers at LVS. And I think that the email response time is the biggest. Sometimes we have kids who will email us at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then at 8:15, and then at 8:30, and then at 9, and they keep going all day long. And, you know, if you remember my schedule from the very first page, I could be teaching class for 3 hours. All right, so if I come back to my email and I see that you've emailed me 72 times about the same thing and you want to know why I'm not responding to you, that's an issue, right? Okay, nobody needs that drama. So keep in mind that we do have 24 hours after receiving the email to respond to you, and that's a working day. So if you email us on a Friday afternoon, we have until Monday afternoon to get back to you, because we typically, most of us spend our weekends with our families, so we do not check email and do school business on the weekends. One thing to keep in mind is that every single possible question you could have about the logistics of the course, about how to turn something in, about how to use Turnitin.com, about how to attach a paper in Buzz, all of that is addressed in the onboarding course. Everybody has access to this course. So if you get confused and you have a question about something like that that is not content specific, that is not about like American Lit or British World Lit, then please go there and search through those assignments and find the topic that you need help with and watch those videos and read those instructions. Don't forget about this course, all right? It really, truly is a big help for all of you. One last thing, I am making some significant changes to each of the courses that I teach at LVS. I'm adding videos and just really fine-tuning a lot of things. So I'm going to be like working a week ahead of where you are, okay? So that means that you need to be patient as far as the calendar goes. The calendar will change each week. I told you I'll be adding things to it, but that you being able to do all of the work like the first 3 weeks of the course, that's not going to be able to happen. Okay, so the next thing that you need to do is make sure that you take the quiz in Buzz, and I will see you in class next week. I'm really excited to be working with you. Again, make sure that you have my contact information that is located on the syllabus page, and I will see you soon.